Okay, so I'm going to try to make some wax shells. I saw this little video and I thought that was just pretty darn neat, so we're going to the range this Sunday and I happen to have some crayons and some shotgun shells laying around, so I'm going to melt me some wax and cut me some shells open and see what kind of damage we can do. Alright, so I'm just going to melt the wax. I'm doing it on a double boiler. The videos that I saw on this was done by Tail Fledermaus, and it was absolutely awesome. I was totally sold on it, but he actually just used a halogen lamp, but my halogen lamp is out in the shed and I don't want to dig it out, so I'm just going to use a double boiler. And it's just regular cheap crayons. You could use any type of wax. The reason why they said that they used crayons was basically just for the color, so when they were videoing, but I thought it might enhance so we could kind of see a little better too the first times we're shooting it. After that, I have about 80 pounds of wax that I use for candles and stuff that if I like it, I'll just use that since I have ample amounts of it, and it'd be a lot easier than pulling the paper off of a bunch of crayons. But anyway, I'm using, I don't know if we can see this, yellow. Well, it's like a yellow and kind of a flesh tone together, but I figured the yellow should be stronger. And I'm just going to use a 7.5 shot on the shells. And I've got a 20 gauge I'll be shooting tomorrow. And I'm probably going to do some 12 gauge for a friend of mine, so he can test it in his shotgun too. So, alright, we don't need to talk while this is happening. We'll come back when we get it all melted and we move to the next step. Okay, so as you can see, the wax is melted, and I just used my handy dandy Gerber here and cut the tops of the shells, okay, because there's nothing but pellets in the top, so this is not dangerous, okay. I'm going to finish cutting that one open. I didn't want to cut it too far because it's kind of making a mess, but I'm just going to pour it into the wax like that, okay. Then we can finish cutting off the rest of it when there's nothing in there getting in the way. And it helps if you have a good sharp knife when you're doing this. It's a good time to find out that my knife needs sharpening. But anyway, so let's do that, okay? And then I've got a little knife over here, or sorry, not a knife, spoon. Whoops. And you gotta be careful, this stuff dries pretty fast, so just mixed it up in there. See? And I've got a piece of parchment paper underneath this because likely I'm going to end up making a mess, because that's just usually the way I am. And then I've got my shell. Can we see? I'll move this over. Got my shell. Okay. And we're just going to fill the shell with the wax and the pellets. Okay. You're going to fill it to the top. Now, I might need to loosen this up again, but because it's already getting a little hard. Actually, I think I will, because see, it already started thickening, so you have to move quick. Okay, there's the first one done. Now let's I'm going to get the other one filled up here, and okay, so Doesn't have to be perfect. Probably got enough to do another one here. And then we can just smooth it out once it's dry. Doesn't have to be perfect anyway. Alright, so we'll see how those work out at the range Sunday. Okay, and because I just couldn't resist, I decided to go ahead and do some 12 gauge 7.5 shot 2. Figured we were going at it, we might as well. Okay, so there we go. We'll fill up a couple more of those, and then again, we'll let you know how it works. Okay, and there we go. We have 10 ready to go to the range, and they're really easy to make. It doesn't take any time at all, so give it a try, and like I said, we'll let you know what the results are. Smells like crayons.
Was the recoil the same?
Yeah, you really didn't feel it. Function.
Huh? The hammer?
I don't know what it's doing.
There it went. Yeah. I don't know where it went, but I saw it. It made a big crater. Did it? Yeah.
Yeah, it did make a huge crater, didn't it?
It sure did.
Was that the wax?
Yeah.
How is it? Is it hitting like a slug?
Oh yeah.
It's hitting like a slug.
Wow. I didn't see where you hit.
It's making that big hole